Welcome to CSE Core Concepts in the series of searching and sorting. Today I am going to discuss about radix sort. So let us understand this is a little different type of sort as compared to the all the approaches of merging, bubble sort, insertion sort. It uses a different approach. The approach is that it processes each digit by digit of a number. Now, as you all must be aware of the place value of a number, tens, units, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000. This is how we place value of every number. So based on that, the sorting is performed. Very interesting. Let's understand. So consider an array having 8 elements from index from 0 to 7. Now, first we have to find out how many iterations I need to do. So for that, I have to find out which is the largest element. So which is the largest element among these? 802. Right. Now 802 has how many digits? 3 digits. So that means there will be 3 iteration. Understood? Let's assume that there are numbers where maximum 2-digit numbers are there up to 99. So how many iterations will take place? Up to 2 iterations only. Understood? So first find out the maximum value and count the number of digits the maximum value has. That many iterations will be there. Now, first start with the unit place. Sort according to the unit place. Now, what is the unit place? The last digit. I hope you know, right? So 0. So obviously 0 comes first. So 170. Then do any other number has a 0 at their unit place? Yes, 90. So then comes 90. Do any number has 1 in their unit place? No. 2, yes. 802 and 2. So 802 and 2 will be placed. Okay. Then units place 3. 3 is there? No. 4 is there? Yes. 24. Right. 4 is at the units place. So 24 will be placed. 5 is there? Yes. 45, 75. 2 elements. So they are placed 5th and 6th. And last is highest unit place value is here 66. So 66 has been placed. First iteration is done. Now let's go for the second iteration. So in the second iteration, we are going to sort the elements based on their tens place. Tens comes after the units place. I hope you know. So tens place is the middle or the second, right? So tens place may, if I want to go here, if you look at this array, tens place may where 0. Okay, 0 is there? Yes, 802. So 0 is at the tens place, right? So 802 will now come at the beginning, done. Then comes 2, okay. Then here 24, 2 is at the tens place. 45, 4 is at the tens place. Now why have I considered 2? Because if I write 0, 2, right? So 0 is the tens place. Then 66, 7 in the value 170, 75 and 9, 9090, right? So 9 is at the tens place and it is the highest. So I have sorted according to the tens place. Next we are going to sort according to the hundreds place, right? So hundreds place may if you sort, then 002 if I write, so 2 will come in the beginning. Then if I write 024, so 0, so 24 will be there. Then comes 45, then comes your 66, then your 75, 90, because all these are what? They all are 2-digit numbers. So they have only units place and tens place. So their hundreds place is all 0. So they are placed one after the other as per the previous one. So you see the previous list. 2 came first, then 24, then 45, then 66, then 75, and then 90. Done. Now among 170 and 802, 170 ka 1 is at the hundreds place. So 170 will come first and then come your 802. So it's a very interesting type of an approach where you use a very different approach based on the place value of the digits to sort the values. Now, considering the time complexity here, a different approach is being used. The number of items it has, the time complexity is computed in a different way here. It is big O notation of n into d, where n is the number of items because you are comparing how many items. If there are 10 elements, 10 comparison. If there are 20 elements, 20 values are compared, right? Multiplied by the number of digits because the number of iteration depends on the number of digits. So if I have only 2-digit numbers or if I have all single digit number, 1 iteration. If I have 2-digit number, 2 iteration. If I have 5-digit number, 5 iteration. So the number of elements multiplied by the number of digits. Okay. So by that we can compare your compute the time complexity of radix sort. So thank you for now. And if in case if you have missed any of my previous videos, I would suggest that you please go through the videos and solve more examples based on sorting and searching. Thank you for now. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to CSE Core Concepts.